as soon as football was done, man, I was gone. Straight to wrestling. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and that was it.
For Sportskeeda Wrestling, I'm Brad Gilmore, joined right now by the now former NXT champion, Bron Breakker. Hate to even have those words come out of my mouth, but good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, man.
We're talking, of course, about NXT Stand and Deliver. That's going to be going down in Dallas, Texas on April the 2nd. Tickets are available this Friday on Ticketmaster for NXT Stand and Deliver. Make sure you go grab those right now. But Bron, let's talk about it, man. I mean, you're coming off of an interesting couple of days for you, right? Interesting couple of days. Your run as NXT champion is on pause. We're just going to say it's on pause for now. Because you're going to get that title's coming back. There's no doubt about it. Bron Breakker's going to get the title back. But what did you think of your match last night, the triple threat? I thought it was an instant classic for NXT 2.0.
It's unfortunate for what happened, and it is what it is. I'm going to just take it like a man. I mean, I'm excited for this next chapter because we're gonna get to see, how tough that I really am and what kind of a man that I really am when I'm facing adversity and the deck is stacked against me. So, I think I'm looking at the positives here, man. I think it's gonna, I gotta watch the tape and look at things and how I can be a better champion and how I can be prepared for stuff, curveballs being thrown at me last night, like Bobby Roode coming out and, pulling me out of the ring and pulling the ref and just, it's going to be I'm going to try to turn it into a positive, man. Look at it as a learning experience for me and get in the lab and just try to perfect my craft so I'll be ready for it the next time.
100%, man. But let's talk though real quick about, you had your Monday Night Raw debut this week. You got to go out there on the big show on prime time. How did it feel to have your first Raw, and what was it like taking that experience in?
It was great, man. It was such a great experience to be a part of that. Just unbelievable, man. It was just one of those dream come true moments, man, to be a part of Monday Night Raw. It's just such a big, huge just feel up there, and man, it's just such a great experience, man. I can't say enough good things.
What was going through your mind, though, when your music was about to hit and you were going to come through the curtain for the first time to a crowd that, although, NXT and WWE obviously are, same company, or very related, but sometimes the main show, the Raw audience, might not know the NXT 2.0 audience, vice versa. How did you feel coming through that curtain? What was going through your mind?
Oh, it was just great. It was such a great feeling. It was just adrenaline was just through the roof, and it was just so cool, man. It was so cool to perform in front of a huge crowd like that, and just people were just jacked and just so excited for sports entertainment, and it's just such a cool feeling.
Let's go back though to when NXT 2.0, the concept first came around, and the complete rebranding of the NXT show that we knew it for years prior. Bron Breakker is one of the first names that everyone starts talking about immediately online. As soon as people saw you, you had a reaction. People had a reaction to you. What did you think when you started seeing that everyone was kind of like, man, this Bron Breakker guy, he could be the next main star in NXT or WWE? All the social media was talking about it. How did that make you feel?
It's pretty cool, man. It's such a cool thing to see the warm welcome that the WWE Universe has given me, and I love all the fans and all the people who just love and support what we do, and it's just so cool, man. It's such an honor for me to go on this journey with everybody too, and we get to do this together, and it's pretty cool.
I want to talk about your promo style. You have a very unique promo style. It's very all to your own. I can't tell you how many times I've told people now, you want a friend? Go get a dog. That's my line that I use on everybody now. Talk to me about your promo style and how you've developed it, and anybody you've talked to kind of hone in on that craft.
it's just kind of who I am, I think, and I'm just a very straight to the point, no nonsense person. I don't need to have some long, just big thing of just words, and I'm very straight to the point. I know just the task at hand or the goal at hand, and I'm just right to it. There's just no nonsense, none of that. So, yeah, man, it just goes back to who I am and what I'm about.
Obviously, your family is historic, is legendary when we talk about pro wrestling. The Steiner brothers. I'm down here in Houston working with Booker T, and all the stories that Booker tells me about the Steiners versus Harlem Heat in the classic matches that they had back in WCW and all around the world. A lot of fun times, and I've gotten to spend some time with your uncle Scott, and just a very interesting individual, charismatic all to himself. When did the spark, though, go off for you? I mean, obviously you grew up around it. Was this always the goal? Was it always the goal that I wanted to do this? I wanted to follow in the footsteps?
Yeah, this was always the goal, to be a WWE superstar, man. Since I was a kid, this was always where I wanted to be. I played other sports growing up, and I played professional football and played in college, and I did, I got to do some other things, but as soon as football was done, man, I was gone. I was straight to wrestling. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and that was it.
Did you ever have any qualms or any, I don't know, not doubts? Because you don't seem like a person who doubts your abilities at all. You seem a very confident guy. But were you ever worried about, hey, my father and uncle were these legendary figures in wrestling. I have a lot to live up to. Did that thought ever cross your mind? Or were you like, hey, look, they did what they did. I'm doing what I did.
Yeah. I mean, the standard has always been high for myself and my brothers growing up. So, I mean, it's nothing really new to me or anything like that. The bar is high. It is what it is. So I have to compete at a higher level than everybody else. I have to do things to a higher standard because it's expected out of me, and I expect it out of myself. And it's been that way pretty much my whole life. So, I mean, it is what it is, I welcome it as a challenge. So,
let's talk about Dolph Ziggler. Obviously, he last night on NXT 2.0 is the new NXT champion. But Dolph's a guy who has years of experience in this business. He's been in WWE, I think, since 2001 or 2, somewhere around there. And I just wanted to ask, what is it like to share a ring with somebody who has all that experience? And the reason I bring that up is I remember talking to Booker at one point, and he said he thought he knew what he was doing in the squared circle. And then he stepped in the ring with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And he said, I had several moments in that match where light bulbs were going off in my head. And I started to figure things out that I never did before. Have you had any moments like that with Dolph or anybody in your career in WWE when you got in the ring, you started to learn stuff?
Yeah. Just any veteran that I get to work with, man, has taught me something in some shape or form. I'm just so thankful to have been able to work with these guys, and I think a lot of credit needs to go to Tommaso Ciampa, and him and I have battled a lot since day one, since I started, really. So he's taught me so much about the business, and just been, like I said, we battled up and down the road together. We fought all over the place, and he's just taught me so many things, man. I'm learning from Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode as well. I'm trying to learn from as many people as I can, and trying to learn as much as I can so I can be a better sports entertainer.
How much did it mean for you, for your dad to be in the audience when you won that NXT title on television?
It was cool, man. That was such a cool moment, man. That'll be something I remember forever. It's cool.
I can only imagine being able to have that accomplishment in front of the guy who, inspired you to get in there, and somebody you had to follow. I mean, what did your dad tell you after you won the title?
He's just proud of me, and just hugged my neck, and just a cool father-son moment, and it's just I'm just really glad that he got to be a part of that whole thing, and just like I said, man, it's something I'll never forget. And it's so cool.
NXT Stand and Deliver, of course, going down on WrestleMania Saturday at 12 noon Central Time at 1 o'clock Eastern. Tickets available on Ticketmaster this Friday, March the 11th. Make sure you get them as soon as they go on sale, because it's a guaranteed sellout. You know why? Bron Breakker is going to be on the card. It's a guaranteed sellout if Bron Breakker's on the card going into a WrestleMania weekend. This is going to be the first time, I guess, you take in a WrestleMania weekend as a part of the company. What are you looking forward to about Dallas, Texas here in less than a month?
Man, I just can't wait to get out and perform for the fans, man, and just see all the great people from all over the place. And you know, we've been in Orlando for a while now. Orlando's been fantastic, but yeah, I think we're just all excited, man. We just can't wait to get out and perform for everybody. It's gonna be a great weekend.
You know, I've been around the wrestling world and the industry, like I said, working down here in Houston and other places for about a decade now. And in that decade, you can always see talent, and you can point it out, and you can spot when, oh, that guy's got it, that girl's got it, they're next up. I'm telling you right now, Bron, in a couple years, you're going to be main event in WrestleMania. You're going to be on everybody's mind. Everything, you check all the boxes. Like Macho Man checked all the boxes, like your dad checked all the boxes, like Booker T checked all the boxes. You check them all, brother, and I'm excited to be able to witness the journey from the get-go. And it's been a pleasure talking to you this morning.
Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me on. It's been great.
All right, that is Bron Breakker. NXT Stand and Deliver goes down on WrestleMania Saturday in Dallas, Texas. Tickets available on Ticketmaster this Friday. The future NXT champion, Bron Breakker. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.